Hello. Hello. Anyone there? Anybody there? Hello, good evening, and welcome to another stream of Plane Shift. The game that has never been finished. Ah, there is a tavern screenshot of the day. Look at this Yule bar at the top. Look at this Yule bar hiding at the top. Huh? Okay, so I think we made good progress in the last few days on the GM panel. And I was reasoning on some stuff that I want to add, and I started to add it. For example, the scale, right? Now, at the moment, we are not really saving pretty much anything to... well, no, it's not true, because actually we are saving some of the stuff, right? We are saving... all the flags are automatically saved when we save the object. And also this stuff, the charges and this are actually saved. So actually we saved quite a bit. What we don't save is the interactable stuff, because actually we cannot. And we, well, no, we can. I mean, we should. The interactable stuff and the trap stuff. At the moment, we are not saving it. So you are setting it once, and if the server restarts, you are losing all that information, right? But I think we can, you know, we can save it. Now, one of the issues is that we need to save it if the trap is set, and we need to remove it from the database because it's a separate table, right? So we have to remove it if the trap is removed, right? If the trapping mechanism is removed. So yeah, so we have another table that we said is called the trap properties, right? This one. So every time we save the object, we have to go to this table, check if when it is empty. Because it is production. Okay. Now I was saying, what the hell? Because it's the production database, and in production we don't have any defined, right? Okay, but here we have, right? Here we have. So I mean, it's not that hard, right? It's just to select. Yeah, it's not that hard. I mean, it's kind of easy. So I'm just thinking where I should do it. I think I should do it really on save. I think so. I think I should do it on save. So where we have the here, handle GM edit item save, right? This one is calling save on the PS item. Actually, it's not calling save on the PS item actor, it's calling it on the PS item, but it's okay. And this one is actually doing commit, right? I have no idea what is this guild container, but by default it's null, so we don't care. So in commit, right, we are saving all this information, the flags, the item ID, blah blah blah. We remove the unique stuff, so the location in the world. All of this, all of this, all of this. Okay, all this is good. All this is good. Get UID. Okay. Yeah, that is the actual insert in case the object doesn't exist yet. But I think that in our case, yeah, that is the insert if the object is new, right? But I don't think we have that possibility, because at the moment you cannot create an object that is already trapped, right? So you can only update an existing object with a trap. So yeah, now the only problem is that if we save this entry but we cannot save the trap, it's kind of annoying, right? Because we will have the trap saved, we'll have the item saved, but the trap will fail or vice versa. In theory it should never fail, but I think that what I have to do, right? So here I have to save the trap properties as well, right? So we will have to check if this object is trapped or not. And so we will have to check if trap property is trapped. And if it's not trapped, right, we have to remove the existing right. So if it's trapped, what we do? Yeah, there's only the problem is that if it's trapped and we already have an entry, what do we do? We do an update. Do we do an update? Actually, MySQL has a syntax to do an insert or update. So basically, that if he finds the record already, is going to save it, right? I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking because we may have a performance issue. I mean, we may have a performance hit in this area. Consider that object save is called every time, right? Every time you move an item, or not. That's a good point. Huh? Do we do all this mess every time we move an item, for example, from one slot to another slot? Because that would be very unnecessary. Huh? I hope not. I hope not. I hope not. Because I'm thinking if I should delete the existing row anyway and recreate it, or if I should do insert or update, right? I think I'm using it already. Yeah, there is on duplicate key update. Exactly. On duplicate key. Now, the only problem of on duplicate key, I think it requires just doing a delete. It's actually doing a delete. It is not very good. And unfortunately we have an auto increment here. We have an auto, I mean I can change this table if you don't want the auto increment, but the point is that this table is valid for item instances or for action location, right? So it may be used for both. So it may be used for both. I'm thinking. Hello, Funner. Hey, good evening. My day is good, thank you. How is yours? Pretty good, pretty good. The first, I mean, I can delete automatically, right? I can do a search and delete. It's a bit of a pity though. I mean, if let me try something because I think is I think I can trigger another save separately, only for the trap. I don't know if doing it in the save function is a good idea. One thing I want to check, guys, is if when I move let me do a test. I think there's still so much optimization that we can do to have the game, you know, do less work. You should really try to update only the fields that are needed. I'm fine to do an insert, obviously, if the item is new. But if we are in update mode, would be much easier to only update. There are there are some use cases, right? So like the one where you just move the item should really be separate. So when you move the item, you should not go through all of this. Really, you should not. I hope we don't, but I'm going to test it right now. I'm going to test it right now. So if I drop an item to the ground, right, which is basically only changing the position of the item. Fuck, we go through it. We go through it, boys. That's pretty bad, though. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. We need to change this. We need to change this. Nah, we need to change this. It makes no sense. Makes absolutely no sense. I mean, I understand there may be considerations on stacks, right? So the stack may actually be different, and you may be, and you may be, because if I move this falcon from here to here, right? If I move it from here to here, actually we are going through the whole thing, boys. Just to update one slot, we go through the wall update. Oh my god. I mean, I understand we have to save it, right? Fine. And we have to hit the database, fine. But going through, you know, all of this code just to update the position is completely crazy. It's completely crazy. It is completely crazy. Commit pending save. Why we have... Huh? Commit... wait a second, I don't understand what I'm saying. So we reach commit, right? And then we reach... this. And then we reach this after? Ah, because it's after the save. Okay. Okay, because I put the breakpoint after the save. No, I was super confused, right? But yeah. Okay. Because I put the breakpoint. No, I thought it was on the save, and I was saying, why is it happening before? The following is ugly act. Destination slot must be cleared before we move the item there, since the de-equip message must go to the client before the equip message. If not, the client gets a ghost weapon mesh stuck in their hand. Really? Okay, fine. We don't care about that. You know, but here we are moving the entire stack, right? So here we are moving a full item. And to me, We do it twice? Ah, because it is the swap. No, but sorry, it looks, yes, item moving, and item. Yeah, there are two different things. Yeah, but this save is super expensive, super expensive for nothing. Really for nothing. I mean, we are calling save just to change the position, just to change the slot, right? We are resaving the wall item just to change the slot. I don't think this makes any sense. It's also true that the item may be dropped to the ground, and so in that case, and also the item may be moved inside a container, right? I don't know. I think I can list it in the optimization if one day I want to work on this. I don't think I want to change it now because it's a very, very delicate part of the code. I mean, if we mess up the saving, right, of items is done. So I'm a bit scared to do it now. So I think I need to do a lot of testing. I need to really. So, but what we can do, we have an improvement mission, right? Mission improvements, right? And or performance, whatever it was. Performance improvements, right? This guy. Where we have listed few things, right? And what I want to mention is that in slot manager, example slot manager A27, right? I think we can do it this way. So in slot manager, well, in slot manager 817 or 827, 827. In slot manager 827, right? We are saving the item if it only moved, even if we are saving the full item, calculating all the fields again, you know, even if we just moved the entire slot, right? The entire slot to another slot, right? So we need a slot move update, right? We need a slot move update SQL instead of calling a full save on the item, right? Yeah, there is an optimization that I think we need to do, and this can be generalized to many other places. I mean, it can be generalized to one thing working on a game. One good thing working on a game is trying to figure out how things should look. Yeah. I do something else when I think something is wrong. Yes, you forget the scene in the music. Okay. I'm gonna change it because now actually it's quite some time. Yes. Exactly. Thank you, Hula. In this case, yes, is quite some time, so I should change it. I should really change it. Okay, let's save this as our improvement list, right? And I think we will one day go to this, right? So at the moment I'm not going to change it, but this means that this means that the trap properties we cannot save there, right? So if we do it there, is a disaster, right? So this is why I wanted to check this, because we will do so many of these updates, right, for nothing. So this cannot be here. This cannot be here. So we do it in I think we will do it here in admin manager. So it's in admin manager, handle GM, edit item save. Edit what? Edit GM handle save. Okay. Because at the moment it is the only place where you can actually change it, right? Now we have to be a bit smart about this, right? So we have to be smart in the sense that I mean, I have no problem in updating the flag. Easy. But I have a bit of a problem in updating this, right? Without this, right? So yeah, I think we should. Okay. So I mean, should we do a comparison and save only if it's different? Yes, I think we should. I think we should. I think we should do a comparison and change it only if it's different, right? So how do we compare it? Well, it's fairly easy. Basically, there are only four or five attributes, so I think we can do it verbose. I mean, it's not the best, but I think we can do it verbose. So I think we can say I mean, it's a bit annoying actually, but do I have a better way? Can I say if trap property is equal to attributes trap property? No, huh? Because I cannot compare a struct. Should I add an operator equal to the struct? Operator equal to the struct. Yeah, I think I can, no? Why not? Exactly. Comparison doesn't work on struct in C or C++. What? What do you mean? What do you mean it doesn't work? If I write it, yeah, exactly. I'm going to override it like this. Yeah, exactly. We can do that. I think it's a good idea, no? So right? I mean, assuming that he lets me, but I think he will. Hopefully. So I write it here one time and then I can do equal, right? So we say if is trapped, right, is equal to other dot is trapped, right, and so on, right? And I put all the properties here, right? So I just put them all like this, and then otherwise we return false, right? Yeah, I think so. Actually, this one we can do an equal ignore case because we don't care because the script will work anyway, whatever is the case. I think I'm not completely sure actually, but I would assume yes. Right. Why is doing this? Why is always moving it to the right? I don't understand. Right. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5. I was going there because there was the wrong. Okay, so if all of this is equal, right, we return it. Okay, nice. That is very nice. It is very nice. So we can now do equal, right? So we can check if this trap property is equal to trap property. So can we also have a different or no? Fuck. Okay, that's fine. Actually, probably I wanted the different, not the equal. Yeah. I guess so. I wanted a deep. Well, I can just do if else and probably the problem is that probably in the if I do nothing, right? So we do nothing if they are equal, but if they are because I cannot do not, right? I will have to do like something ugly like this, not this, close, right? I can do it, but I think it's a bit ugly. So if they are not equal, well, I can also do it like this. Yeah, I can also do it like this. I mean, it's a bit ugly to read, but so we assume that the database is always up to date. Yeah, which is a good assumption, I would say. Yeah, we assume database is always up to date, so I think that is the easiest consideration, right? So now what we need to do, so if they are not equal, right, if they are not equal, I will have to check if the new properties, not the old one, well, no, I can also check on the old one, because if the old one was trapped and the new one is not trapped, I have just to delete the record, right? I have to delete a record. Yeah, I think we can do a few cases just to make it faster on the database, because I don't want to do 2 queries on the database, I only want to do 1, right? So I can work with the logic here and avoid doing a check on the database just to know if my trap is on or off, and it was on or off before, right? So I can do it here. So we have, you know, was not trap, now is trap, and we have then the opposite. We have the opposite, so was trap, now is not trap. And then we have the third one, right? Which is was trap and is still trap, right? And so in this case we need to update. If it was the fourth case is that is no trap, in that case we do nothing, because anyway there's nothing to do, right? Even if the attributes changed. So I can say if attribute trap properties is trapped, right? And wait, if it was not trapped, we said, okay, if it was not trapped, so if it was not trapped in the past, and now the new attributes are telling us that it's trapped, we are in this case, right? Here we are, was trapped, and now is not trapped. And here are was trapped and still is trapped. So basically here we only need to do an update. But we said that it's impossible to do an update. Well, no, well, no, it is possible. It is possible. We just do a update where, you know, my ID equal to. So yeah, it is definitely possible. So was no trap is trap. So here we need to add new entry, right? We need to add a new entry to the DB. We need to add a new entry. I think we can do it here directly. We will do an insert. There is an insert, right? So we do something like this, for example. I don't know if I want to check the validity of the result. Like here we don't really care, right? We don't care at all. Result is greater than 0. So if the result is less than, I mean, is greater than 0, so if the result is 0, or anyways less than 1, we have a problem, right? If the result is less than 1, then it means we have an issue. I would like at least to notify, right? So we will insert into trap properties. We will insert into trap properties, right? I mean, the ID, we let it go, right? So I don't think it's an issue. It is an auto increment field. So so we need item instance ID, action location ID, transcript, blah 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 blah. Right? So these are all the fields, excluding ID, right? And then the values will be the values will be item instance ID is an integer and is actually item get, I think it's called get UID, right? Yeah, get UID. Action location ID will be null. So I think I can have a null like that. Trap script is a string and is actually trap script. This is a string, an F string. Then we have is trap blocking use, right? And this one is a boolean, yes, no. I don't know exactly how that works. We have 0, 1. Okay, so I think it should. 0 doesn't block, 1 blocks. Yeah, I think if I save a boolean to this, it should be converted to integer, hopefully. We will see. I don't know exactly if that is going to cause trouble. Trap strength is an integer as well. So we go trap strength, right? So I just need to fix this. So this is the first is a string. That is an integer. That is an integer. Okay, we are up to there, and then the next is what? The next is a time, is also another integer. Okay, so this will do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? With a null. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So this is null. This is null. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are only missing the reset time, which is also an integer, right? Yeah, so I think that this will be our insert. This will be our insert, and this will permanently save We'll permanently save the entry into the database. Yeah. I think that's good. I think it is good. If the result is -1, means that something went wrong, right? And I would like at least to UE log something, right? I would like at least to UE log something and say in theory this will never happen, never ever, right? But let's do it anyway. So we can say cannot save trap properties for item, and then we do %d and we go item get UID, right? So at least we have this flag, you know, this information that something went wrong. Yeah, but this will be already good. So no trap is doing this. Now was trap, now is no trap, we have to remove it, right? So we need to do a delete from whatever, right? I don't think we care about the result here because even if the entry is not there, I don't think we care. So we will do delete from trap properties where item instance ID equal to our item instance, which is item get UID, right? Okay, so we just delete the existing entry. If it was a trap and still is a trap, right? In this case, we need to do an update. So we will do an update, which is pretty much done in the same way. With a command, yeah, it's the same thing. It's exactly the same thing. So maybe also the update we want to check if it's failing for whatever reason. Update the existing entry, right? So we will do update trap properties, and then we will do set, right? And then we will go item instance ID, we should not update it. Action location ID, we should not update it. We should update trap script %s. So basically it's the same as this, just with this D at the end, right? It's pretty much the same thing with an additional D at the end. So this get UID needs to go at the end. Needs to go at the end, yes. And so this will be trap script equal to this, hopefully within quotes. Trap blocking use equal to this. Trap strength equal to this, and trap reset time equal to this. Exactly. Sorry, this value is not needed. And then we do where, right? We do where our item instance ID equal to our get UID, right? Cannot update trap properties for. Okay, I think this is good. So this should do it. I mean, it's a bit elaborate here, but is elaborate because we want to minimize the impact on the database, and so I didn't want to do a search, you know, like find on the database if the entry already exists and then update it. So like we do one transaction only. We could have probably done the insert and then on duplicate update, right? But hello, who joined? Hello, Raged Scavenger. Hey, hey. Thank you for the subscription on YouTube. Hey, welcome. Welcome. So we are. If you have any question, just ask. Don't be shy. I'm streaming also to interact with you guys. Okay, so this will, and then we set, you know, the properties to be the new properties, right? So this means that if our item is trapped, I mean, we set it as trapped, when we reload the game, it will be trapped. It will be trapped, right? But while now you have to basically reset it, which is very nice. Now, a bit more complex is this part. So the script. Because this script, right, I said, what did I say? I said that is on another table that is called item interactable or something. Yeah, item interactable. Right? It's the same logic. It's exactly the same logic. So it's the only difference is that this one exists only if this one is a bit harder to do. Yeah, it's definitely harder to do because because this one at the moment, these properties exist only if the item is in the 3D world, right? So is a dropped item on the ground. It does not exist otherwise. No, what do you mean? Illegal qualified name in member declaration? What do you mean? What do you mean illegal qualified name? What? Is the const that is fucking it up or what? I mean, I can remove the const, I have no issue. Never liked the const, by the way. Never liked them. Never liked them. Please. Please. Otherwise I do a function, okay? I do just a function that does the same, but I call it equals, right? So, but I think it was fun to have the operator. I think you will like the character sheet I improved on for the game I'm slowly making. I'm going to take a break to shave and take a shower. Send a picture of the character sheet. Upload it somewhere and send a picture. No. What does it mean, illegal qualified name in member declaration? What the fuck it means? What does it mean? Huh? What does it mean? You don't like my trap properties? Hmm? Why? Okay, we will use equals. We will do equals and that's it. In which language are you doing it, Fannar? Is it with Unreal Engine or is with something else? I don't remember. Maybe you already told me. I'm sorry for that. But is it with Unreal Engine or with something else? Is building. Building. Okay, it doesn't like it. GG. Okay. Fine. Absolutely fine. So we call it equals and that's it. By the way, wasn't... Wait a second. Maybe it was like this. Maybe he didn't like it because there was the... But then the example was like that. Yeah, probably that's the reason. It's very likely. It is actually very likely. With Unreal Engine, nice. Which version? 5.3, the latest, or 5.1? Which version you're using? But anyway, if you have to go, go, and then you can tell me anytime in the next 10 years. Easy. Easy. By the way, for the people that are new, our game is actually released. So if you go to our website, which is PlaneShift, not Twitch, which is planeshift.it, you can actually download it now for Windows, Linux, and Mac. And yes, we are releasing also on Mac. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I think it will compile now. Yep. I think it compiled, boys. So I think we can keep the const if we really want, but I don't know if we want. But the example was with the const. We can use the const. Always follow the examples. I never liked the const. By the way, did we check the market? The free for the month? I don't think we checked it already. No, we didn't. We didn't. Okay, let's add anything to the cart. And Fannar, you should do it as well. Every month, just be sure that you check whatever is free, because it's only free for 1 month, right? You check it out, whatever it is, even if it's a science fiction stuff and you are making a fantasy game, you never know if in the future you will make a science fiction game. Right, you collect it all and then you check what is it. This one is a grocery store. Can we take something from here? Maybe some of these items. The rest I would say no, but some of the items that I see here in this screenshot. This one's probably not. Even if this one, with all the boxes put in that way, it's not too bad. Can we get something from this? Unlikely. Maybe the bread. The bread is not bad. The cheese is also not bad. I don't know if we have bananas in our world, but we may have this. We may have corn. Yeah, the rest is pretty much unusable. Well, the meat we can use maybe. The meat and the fish. Also this fish. Yeah, there are a few things here that we may use actually. It is completely useless to us because we are a fantasy game. These bags, I don't know, one bag like this, probably not. Probably not. This thing, I think we have a million of those. Yeah. Anyway, it's a good set, huh? It's a good set. I mean, we use only a piece of it, but it's actually a good set. Low poly town, I don't think we're gonna use any of this, so I think this is completely useless to us. Okay, fine, maybe another time, another game, another universe. Modular, every time you see the word modular, be scared about it, okay? Be very, very scared. Because modular is going to fuck up your performances so much. Like, they build maybe this with 1 million pieces, right? And every piece is a pass, but it's very, very nice actually. It's not our style, so we cannot use it, but maybe we can use some of these arches at the bottom. And these lamps are actually very, very nice. I really like them. Maybe we can use these lamps. The statues probably not. But anyway, it's pretty cool. It's very nice. I mean, if you have to do a gothic environment, is insane. It's super nice. I mean, all of that is done with these 5 pieces. Oh my god. Okay, GG. Animated dialogue system. Wait, I need to drink something. Animated dialogue system. We don't need it, but anyway, looks nice. I don't need it, but looks very nice. Animated dialogue. And the last one is Survivors roguelike multiplayer game template. Holy moly. Holy moly. We don't need it, but doesn't look bad. Maybe you can use it, you know? Okay, going back to our thing that hopefully compiled successfully. Yes, it did. So we can now use the equal. Very, very nice. Okay, let's launch this in debug mode and see if by any chance this thing works, right? Do I want to launch it in debug mode? No, it's not even needed. Let's launch it normally. Let's be confident of our code. Let's be confident of our code. And then I think we need to take a decision for the... I think I need to move all those properties to one level down to PS item. Yep, I think I have to. I will see. I mean, it's a bit of work to do it, but it's a bit of work to do it because it means that I have to change a lot of stuff. But let's see. Okay. I have no idea why I am here, but fine. So if I click on any object, like this Steel Falcon, now we have this new possibility, which is GM Edit, which was not possible before, right? And GM Edit, GM Edit just crashed the server. GG. Why? What happened? Really? Oh, wow. Ah! Okay. Yep. He's right. He's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. Scale is applicable only if item actor is valid. Yep. At least for now. But, well, for sure on save. On read, yeah, but also on read. Yeah. If it's not, yeah, absolutely. Also on read. In other mode, we are not saving scale, so scale is a temporary value. Okay. Well. I was a bit naive. Boys! Okay, so we do if this, otherwise item info scale equal to 1, right? Or we can say not applicable, but I think we just leave it as 1 to avoid confusion. Yeah, maybe with the else. Yeah, because the item was in my inventory, right? And so it is not a 3D item, and so scale is not applicable. So we basically try to read the 3D scale from a 2D object, which is a bit weird, and so it crashed because the item actor was null. You see? Okay, now it should work. Now it should work, boys. It should. Pam para pam 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 para pam. Okay. So now if I click on this Falcon and I click on GeoMedit, yeah, now we have the scale of 1, right? Which is fine. So if okay, let me just save it as it is, right? Without any particular. Now, you know what I can put in this view? Maybe here at the bottom. I can put the instance ID. I think that would be nice. Because otherwise the way to do it is that I drop it to the ground, right? And then I do a /info just to know what is it, right? In this case it's 7765. 7765. So if I check in my database, just to be, so at the moment we don't have under traps properties, right? We don't have that value, right? As soon as we save, adding the trap property, I can try to save again, and nothing should happen here, hopefully. Exactly, nothing happened here, which is good. If now I say that this is trapped, right? Even if I don't select anything else, I just leave everything default, and I save, right? Now we should get in this view, a 7765, right? Which is pretty cool. 60, 50, 60. Okay, let me try to break it now. Like if I put here something like this, what happens? Did I crash the server or yeah, I crashed the server. Yeah, that's pretty bad though. That should not happen, huh? I mean, I wanted to break it and I managed to break it, but in theory should not break that way. Basically yeah, we can do some data validation, right? Because this is actually applicable to every field. So if you mess up the integer fields, it's kind of strange though, because I am it's kind of strange though, because I am transforming the value into an integer from the UI, right? So I'm curious how is coming down as a null. Okay, it's coming down as a null. Yep. So probably we should validate all this data, because at the moment we are not validating anything, right? And we may do a bit of a mess if we mistype something, right? I mean, for example, max quality, item quality. So if for whatever reason, it would be interesting to know what is the value that we get though, because this is actually a float, right? And the one that I changed is an int. So how can an int be null, right? That is a bit weird. Let me launch it in debug mode and see what we get, just to understand what kind of check we need to do to validate the data. It came out as null. When I did the trap property, when I did the trap strength, right, as a crazy value. Unless it does not set it. Yeah, but even if it doesn't set it, it would be default, so it would be 50. Let's try again and see. I want to catch that error before it happens. So now we have the server in debug mode. We can see a bit more of what is happening. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, server. You can do it. So, trap strength, blah 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 blah, right? This is what we did. Okay, well, apart from this, that we don't care. Okay, let me see lock strength. Yeah, lock strength is actually 0. It came out as 0. So why then it fails? This is kind of strange, huh? So I think it failed inside save, most likely. Which means inside commit. Which means... where is lock strength? Here. Right. Which is log strength. So it's doing get log strength from int. Are you serious? No, it's coming out as 0. It's coming out as 0 actually, which is correct. I mean, it's not correct, but I mean we just passed in a string, you know, in a integer field, so. So let me see what is the final query, right? Before executing it. Before executing it, the query is this. I see a lot of weird stuff. No, I don't. No, I don't. Log strength 0. Yeah, why this fails? Let me check why this fails. Why this fails? It does not fail. It does not fail. Is it failing here? It doesn't fail. It doesn't fail. So why it failed before? It's kind of strange. Maybe it's failing after? Yeah, in fact it stopped. Okay, so maybe it's failing after. It's probably wait. It's failing in yeah. It's failing here then. It's not failing in save or commit. Is failing. No, stupid. Sorry, I messed up. It's not this part that is failing. It's this part that is failing. It's this part that is failing. Yeah, it's this part that is failing. It's nothing to do with, yeah. Okay, let's run it again. I don't understand why though, because it should come down as 0, hopefully. Yeah, just a stupid save on the database that is not working. So it's a very simple issue to solve, I assume, but let's see. Timed out? Come on. I mean, I could make this field number only if we want, right, on the client. Yeah, it's not that. But is this? No, it's not this. Fuck. What do you mean? You did it? Huh? It didn't hit our breakpoint? Yeah, it didn't because probably this was an update. So it was probably here. It was probably here. Let me see the log 1 second. Yeah, it's the same. Where item instances equal, or that query is wrong. Maybe just this query is wrong. Wait, let me see. Maybe there is a missing parenthesis or something. This parenthesis is wrong. This parenthesis doesn't mean any sense. Makes any sense. So yeah, there was a wrong parenthesis there. Okay, fine. Fine. Do I have the same error? No, because here it was good. It was this update that was broken. Okay, so it should be fixed now. There was an additional parenthesis in the query. By the way, I'm following a miniature campaign. I don't know if you are interested in miniatures, in tabletop miniatures, but I am. And I collected some in the past. Well, a bit more than some, but anyway. Yeah, I'm following a campaign of Ravage Star. I don't know if you know the name of the game, but it's a new game that they created and is made by Miniwar Gaming, which is a company US based that is usually making good stuff and battle reports of 40k and things like that. And they already made one campaign. It is the second campaign, and it's about tabletop miniatures, so real miniatures. I mean, this is physical stuff. Okay, it's not 3D in your PC, and it's really physical stuff. And I already bought some of them, and I'm looking forward to finish the collection with this new. And I just wanted to see while it's compiling. What is the, because they sent an update right now. I seen it in my email, which is this one, which I don't know what is it. Ankarian Groot Jammers unlocked, and Dave drives track over a Ravage Star Mini. Oh my god. The next unlock. Oh my god. He drove over a mini this way? Oh my god. Poor mini, no. We'll be adding 8 of these unsettling creatures to all the pledges that include the massive monstrosity war pack. These little monsters, huh? These little monsters. But no, I didn't pledge on that one, so... These little monsters, boys. Param. Okay, now we should work. Now we should work. Now, the interactable, I'm already thinking a bit forward, right, to the next step. And the next step will be the interactable properties. So if we have a way to save them to the database, but let me see what we have now. I think we still have the 50, no? Yeah, we still have the 50. Okay, we still have the 50 on the Falcon. So if I now put a stupid thing like that, I think it should come out as 0. Yeah, in fact now it works. And I think the result would probably be a 0. So because that gets translated, which is okay. I mean, you made a mistake, you know, you typed something stupid. No, actually it's not coming out as a 0. Interesting. Why? Is a 0 here at least. This is a bit weird, huh? 54. 54. I think I fucked up something. What? Now is 0? What do you mean? Is it delayed? I don't know, is it delayed or what? And it cannot be delayed because we save immediately. What? Ah! I know. I know. I know. I used the previous values. Oh my god. I used the previous values, boys. How stupid am I? I used the previous values. I used the previous values. So it was not delayed, it was just getting the previous values. Okay, now... Yeah, but it will be 0. So I think it's fine, at least it doesn't crash. So they made these new thingies, huh? Is driving over a mini? How durable are PVC plastic miniatures?
How durable are Rabbit Star miniatures? Can we run over these with a tire?
Oh my god, no.
Here's a whole tray of infantry. Is this a challenge, by the way? How durable? Can you do this with hard PVC plastic? Well, you can. This is a final product from the factory. Same with this one. Would you do that with any regular miniature? Would you? Well, no, you wouldn't. It's silly. This is ridiculous. Don't do this. But if it did happen accidentally, what would happen? Well, that's the answer to the question. What about on the floor? Yeah?
I mean, usually plastic miniatures are pretty resilient, so it's hard to break them. Ah. Ah. Oops. Oops. Let me skip through that. I don't want to see the whole video, but I want to see when he's going over with the truck, right?
Right back on. This is a chonky boy. A lot of time painting these, and you care about it.
The worst part is I've got resin stuff on the table. I'm like, please don't hit my resin.
Really careful spindly thing. You would expect, like, not being able to, like, let's go around in circles, all of this, like, I got kids, you got kids, Matt.
Oh my god. Seeing it destroying, I mean not destroying, but moving the loose beats like that is painful to see. It's very painful to see. Ah, double stomp test. Oh my god, it's jumping on it. No, 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 no.
Shatter! Oh, broke his neck.
He broke his neck.
Look at his broke his ankles.
Yeah, no, that was
All right, so top down crushing. That's gonna break him any. Like,
Let's see how much.
how much?
All right, we found the limit.
You know what? You know what? I take it back. These are not durable. I take it back. Definitely.
Unbreakable.
Yeah, you can definitely break these. Yeah.
I mean, jumping on it like that, I would say yes. I would say yes. Okay, let's launch and see. I mean, with the truck.
Yeah. Clickbait on the title. I get it. I'm gonna get you. There's no chance you'll survive this. The veil's been opened. Mini stands, no chance. No chance.
Ah, okay. Puts it this way, right? Not vertical, because vertical will be a complete crash from the top, and so it would basically destroy instantly. But if he's on the side, I think that he has some chance of survival. I think he has some chance of survival. Probably. Meanwhile, in our world. So let's do 54. Save. Refresh. 54. Pretty good. Thank you. And now we do blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Well, this one we do 62 blah blah blah. What happens? It took the 62 anyway. It took the 62. Okay, so we have a SQL injection problem, I would say, on all the strings, because we are not escaping any of them. So if I type 62, you know, comma something, and I mean, this will really break the SQL. Yeah, or not. Well, no, because it's converted to an int. No, it's converted to an int, so it will not actually break. Yeah. But everything else, like every string, like the trap script, if I do this and then I put a comma, this I think will break the server. Yeah, exactly. It broke it. So we need to escape all the strings. Otherwise we have a SQL injection issue and crash. So now, which are the strings? Good point. The item name, right? So I think we do it already in a million other places, so let me just check. Hopefully we do it. Hopefully we do this already. I don't know if we do it. Name, guild name. We don't. Maybe we do it on the save. Ah, we do it on the save. Yeah. We do it on the save. I'm pretty sure we do it on the save. Yeah. Let me see. What the hell is the name, boys? Name. No, name meaning name. No, name. No? Okay, description. Description. Uh-oh. Item name. We don't escape it, boys? Are you serious? Oh my god. We don't escape it? Wow. Okay. 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 Well. 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 Ah. Ah. Ah, much better. So we do it after. We do it. We do it. Yeah. Yeah. We escape here in the save. Okay. Okay, good. No, we escape everything on save. Okay, we escape everything on save. Okay, good. But we don't in our new code, right? In our new code, we don't. In our new code, we don't escape anything. So we need to do it. Well, I mean, we escape everything that goes to the standard save, right? We don't escape the stuff here that doesn't go to the standard save. So, so what do we want to escape actually? We want to escape. In this case, is only trap script, nothing else. In this case, it's only trap script. Because everything else is or an integer or a boolean, so that is not a problem. That is not a problem. And the same here, right? Yeah. Okay. Now you cannot break. Now you cannot break it anymore. Now you cannot break it anymore. Yes, we need to remember this for any value that you can manually enter. But it seems to be working anyway. So we can now. Let's try to redo it without the trap. So we remove the trap. We say trap no. And we see what happens. Right? You should delete the entry. Meanwhile, it's restarting and rebuilding. We can finish the video and see what happens with the mini. Oh my god. Ah! It's pretty much still alive.
Okay, what happened?
Pick it up.
Okay, all right. It's a lot of weight-bearing stuff there. Yeah. You know what? Actually, let's heat this up and see if it bends back. Less than 6 days left of the Rabbit Star campaign. Links below to back and happy wargaming. Jit can actually do something.
Yeah, so heat up some water.
It's still good. It's still good.
Still good.
ASMR. Don't put your steam in the face. That's not good. It's all about that face right there. All right, so that's hard PVC plastic, and then say good fine.
Yeah, in theory, it should get back to the original shape, but somehow.
Would you look at that? It's flat. It's flat. Okay, now, yeah. So that's like,
My goodness.
yeah, crazy, right? And that'll stiffen in place when it cools. Rabbit Star has launched.
So you can basically go over the mini with a truck, and you can still use them. Very nice. But anyway, yes, the campaign is up, and if you want to look at it, I can give you the link. That is the link. This is the link. They already look at this. Goal reached in 4 minutes and 40 seconds. So in 4 minutes and 40 seconds, they reached the goal that they wanted, right? Which was 40k. And 40k, by the way. Oh my god, I just realized now. 40k. I just realized now that they put a 40k as a value. I don't know. It's a bit cheeky. You know, considering that is a proxy army for 40k the game, but it's kind of weird. Was the previous campaign also 40k? I think the previous one was 45 or something. Let me see. It was 45. The original one was 45. This one was... The previous campaign did 1,100,000, which is absolutely insane. 300... What stuns me is the average, because if you do 1,102,000 divided by 3939. So the average is $300 nearly. The average, which is pretty insane. The average is $300 in the old campaign. I think the new one may even be higher than that because there are less bakers, right? So let me see. The new one is 534,000 divided by, there are 1,007 bakers. Holy shit. So the average pledge, oh my god. The average pledge is 534. The average pledge. Holy shit. That's kind of interesting. Maybe we should do a crowdfunding for plane shift, you know? Well, will not be the same, I guess. It's pretty cool anyway. 534 as an average? What the fuck? What the hell is going on? I want to change the description. A nice falcon made of steel. Let me add a quote there. Did it break? It didn't, huh? It didn't. Yeah, you see that now the quote is properly transferred because we are escaping and everything else is good. Okay, so now if we remove the trap, is this going to work or no? Well, before maybe doing that, let me try to change this as well so we see if also this works. He's trapping block, so we want to see that that goes to 1. Refresh. Yes, this went to 1. Fantastic. So that works. So now if we say that it's not trapped anymore, even if we don't delete all the other values, right? We can just say it's not trapped, leave these values here, this will be deleted anyway. So now in theory our record should be, this line should be removed. Aha. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, if we GM edit again, actually in memory, you know, we still have these values, but if we restart the server, those values will be gone, which is okay. I mean, which is perfectly fine, right? Which is perfectly fine. Okay, now I think we can have some fun testing the new capabilities. So for example, if I take this compass and I put it on the ground and I GM edit the compass and I say that this scale is 10 times or 15 times, whatever it is at the moment, and I save it, boom, it is my giant compass, right? It is my giant compass, boys. And if I want to say that this compass now is, it's pretty cool, by the way. If I want to say that this compass now is collision detection, right? I say collision detection, yes. I'm standing in the middle by purpose to see what happens. Yeah, it's pushing me out, which is fine. It's pushing me out. Yeah, the only problem is that the selection box is as big as, I mean, it's also increased 15 times, but yeah. Yeah, but you see that is actually working as expected, boys. Now, if I want to make this thing trapped, right? I can say that this is trapped, right? The script is fire damage, and we save. So now, now, no. When I try to use it, no. No, because it's not a container. No, the trap works only on stuff that you can actually utilize. But we can make it attackable. with, I don't know, 900 HP. We can make it attackable with 900 HP. So now if I go in combat mode, you see that this thing is attackable because it becomes red. And I see that it's attackable at the top. You can make it disappear if it's too small. Yeah, well, it will still be there, but it will be super small, yeah. You can say 0.01. Yes, I think we can try. I think it will work. Now if I attack it, right? If I attack it, you see? I can attack it as a normal attackable object like our buildings, and he also has a value at the top here that has been reduced, right? And if I destroy it, assuming that I can hit it again, please. The compass dodge your attack is a bit weird, but anyway. Come on, come on. Okay, I hit it again. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Attack it, bitch. Can I do damage with magic? In theory, yes. You cannot cast Summon Missile on Compass. You can only cast it on living enemies. No. Okay, at the moment we cannot cast spells on items. Fine. Why I don't see the... Okay. So if I eat it... Yeah, I think the dodge is a bit weird. I mean, the fact that the compass managed to dodge me is kind of weird. I don't know why it's so hard to hit it, but it is. It is pretty hard to hit. But if I manage finally to hit it again, please, it will disappear. Yeah, exactly. It will disappear. So with the final blow, you destroy the compass. So you see the compass now is gone. Now the item is really gone. I mean, the item is gone. It's gone from my inventory. It's gone from the world. It's gone from the database. So I really destroy the item. Okay, so we delete it. We delete it from the database. So it's really an item instance that doesn't exist anymore, right? So if I go here and I search my... Oh fuck, what was it? What was it? 7765? I don't remember. I don't remember. 7765. No, 7765 was the Falcon. No, we didn't check. We didn't check how much it was. But basically, you can do the same, you know, with any object. So imagine, imagine a game master, right? That is willing to create. That wants to create something to destroy, right? Now, this is not a good example, but it could drop anything, right? It could drop you could drop a small tent, right? Like this one, right? It could drop this, or it could drop a barricade. It could drop whatever, and then it can set now the thing to attackable. Right? I don't know, 300 HP. And so players will actually see this as attackable. Right? And they can go there and attack it. Now here the collision, interesting. Yeah, the collision, I mean, is white in between because actually is empty in between. Because the collision, so you really need to hit like a beam or something, but it's okay. So multiple players may decide to hit the tent, right? And yeah, and it's destroyed, you see? GG. Now, okay, so this works. The only thing that we don't do is if a trapped object gets destroyed, we don't remove the trap properties in this file, right? In this database table. Which I guess that for now is a bit of a special case, but yeah. Guys, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? It's an important question. You can loot it. You cannot loot it at the moment, but if it's a chest, in theory you can. Can I ask you a question? Do you think that we should... because now I can do it this way. Now I can do it this way. Why this chest is trapped? What the fuck? Ah, because you can search trap even if it's not trapped. Okay, because you don't know. The question is this. The question is this. Do you prefer this view with chest here? Or do you prefer this view with chest here at the top? Because for attackable items we have the bar at the top, right? But for non-attackable items we don't. Right? This one is not attackable, this one is attackable. Now let's say if you have a lot of small items, right? It may be better to see it like this. Like, so imagine that you have a lot of small items, right? You have a lot of small items, right, on the ground, right? So I don't know if, and clicking like this seems to be pretty good. Did you see the name? While clicking like this, so imagine that you click on this stuff. Well, actually I can, because I can now I can make them all attackable, and you know, I can make them all attackable and they will show that way. Oops, didn't work. Why? Because Anvil Design is GG. Okay. Yeah. So you see, I click here and I see rock pick up there, right? Potion of healing, rock pick, chest, right? So is this better than this or no? I think it's a bit annoying that you have to look up all the time, right? I mean, on my screen it's pretty far, right? I have a big screen, and the only problem of this is that it's making the view a bit messy, right? While this one is making the view very clean, right? It's making the view very clean, so it seems to be a more polished game, right? It seems to be a better game. I don't know. More polished game. I don't know. What do you prefer? Do you have a preference or no? Do you have a preference? Or not? Pa, 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 pa. So basically there is attackable and all the trap properties are kept also if is in your inventory, while these three are you know what I want to do? I want to do another test because there was something broken. Let me destroy this chest. Let me destroy this chest. Wow, one hit! Holy shit. This one I cannot. This one I cannot destroy unless... This attackable thing is so fun. I really like it. I really like this attackable thing. I really like it. It's so nice to destroy things by clicking on them, you know, by attacking them. This may be a good mod polished and better. Hello, Egorewin. More polished and more better. This might be a good question for Discord. With or without the blue bar? Well, in that case, the bar will be gray. So what I'm thinking, if it's not attackable, so like if you do this, right, and let me make it attackable just for fun again. Why is saying that it's attackable if it's not attackable? There is a mistake, eh? The attackable works only... Now is, yeah. If you move from inventory to ground, is not immediately saving the attackable. But okay, anyway, I can fix that. No, what I mean is that if is not attackable object, what we can do, we can color it. I don't have GIMP open. No, I don't. GG. We can make it gray or something. So there is still the bar. Or maybe there is no bar at all. I don't know. I got the scale working, which is fantastic. I mean, I could do it in many different ways, right? I could do it this way. Like this bar is actually not a bar, but is wait, what happened? What the hell happened? Why is doing this? Wait a sec. Wait a second. Bro, please. I want it hidden. Can I have it hidden? This thing is so annoying. I can do it. Boys, I can do it. I know I can do it, okay? I know I can. So it can be a smaller thingy, or it can be... No, like this it doesn't work. Now it can just be maybe gray or so. I don't know. I mean, that doesn't make a lot of sense actually. It is gray, but... It doesn't make a lot of sense, but it could be that this is... that this is gray or black. like gray like that. But yeah, the fact that he has a bar doesn't really make any sense, right? It doesn't really make any sense that he has a bar. So in theory, this bar doesn't make sense. So we can delete it. I mean, it could be like that, but I don't know, like this, but or it can just be without, but or it can be that rock pick is inside of it. I don't know. I didn't think about this, by the way. I didn't think about having the text inside the bar, which is saving space. And well, the only problem, maybe you don't see very well the, but this could be also for the attackable ones, huh? Hello, Rop. Hello. Now, we were trying to understand if... by the way, do you want to see a giant rock pick? Easy. I go here, I said scale 20. Look at this. Boop! Ah, we have a giant rock pick. Look at that. Look at this thing. And if you want, you can also move it. Do you want to move it? Well, maybe 20 is really a bit too much, but let's say 12. Already pretty big anyway. It's already pretty big. But the distance of selection. Okay, the distance of selection is still whatever it is, so you have to, right? Imagine what you can do now, Huachet. Imagine what you can do now. Huh? Imagine what you can do now with scale. The only problem is that this is not colliding, but it's not colliding, right? So I can hide into it pretty much. But if we want, we make it colliding, right? We go here, we say edit, collide, save, and now magically it is colliding. So now I can really step on top of it, hopefully. No? No, because this collision box is stupid. Yeah, because this collision box is stupid and is not square. But I could do it before. Why cannot do it now? It's pretty weird. It's kind of strange that I could do it before, but I cannot do it now. Hello, Rob1. Hey, thank you for the follow. Are you the brother of Rob or what? Yeah. Yeah, because this object is using simple collision. So you cannot really. But it's okay. I mean, in this case. Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, you know, you can do whatever you want with this now. You can move it up, you can rotate it. This would be a nice trap, right? Boom, 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 boom on the head of someone going in. Yeah, it's collision and so it's pushing me. And so it's pushing me. Imagine what you can do now, Jet, huh? Now I can do an event where I can shrink the players. No. Because the GM edit is only on items. The GM edit is on items and is on containers. Is not on people. Now, there is an issue, right? Like the object was scaled up, but now I bring it back to its original scale, and it's actually now inside a rock, so I would never find it again, right? That may be an issue with scale. So if you're scaling stuff up a lot, you need to be sure that, right? You see, you need to be sure that you don't lose it inside a thingy. Now scale is temporary, okay? So it's not saved to the database. So if I pick it up, right? Well, no, if I pick it up, I think it will still be scale. No, it's losing the scale. Yeah, because the scale is on the 3D model. So if I pick it up, actually it's losing the scale. And if I put it down here, now is again what it was, right? Yeah. I think that scale can also be. What the fuck? I think the scale can also be like 0.1, right? Yeah. So you can have a micro rock pick if you want. Now I would suggest not doing it because then you will lose it, right? Then you will lose the micro rock pick and you will never have it again. Yeah, and I think everything is pretty much working. The quality is working, the HP is working, the identifiable, I don't know if it's working. So if I say identifiable, it needs to be identified. Yeah, identifiable works. Identifiable works. So I think everything works now. So the things that I added, UAJet, compared to before is the scale and the HP. The HP was not available before, right? I think the HP is temporary and this part is temporary as well. Everything else is permanent. So maybe what we can do, well, also scale is temporary. Maybe I can swap. Yeah, let me do it. Just for clarity in the UI, I think we can swap few fields. Hello, Shlu. Good evening. We are making giant rock picks. You want to see a giant rock pick? Easy. Look at this. Do you still need to have it selected or not? That's a good point. No, you don't, because the item ID is inside this window. Do you want to see a giant rock pick? Look at that. Look at that. Now, the rock pick is probably not the most reasonable thing to... It's probably not the smartest thing to increase in size, but for example a tent a tent could be, right? You can go scale 3 and see what happens. Oh my god, Jesus. What the hell is this? Interesting tent. Interesting tent. Let's go up and fly a bit. It's a pretty big tent. Yeah. And now we can make the tent attackable. I think you didn't see it, Shlu, huh? You didn't see it, but I can show you. Well, the only problem is the selection is in the middle of the object. And if the object is too big and you are too far, it doesn't let you select it, right? So you have to go like in the center. You have to go towards the center of the object. So now this tent is attackable. And he has a certain number of HP. And I can swing it with my falcon, and you see that he's losing HP. So the point, Wajed, I think I can spawn barricades. I mean, if we create the objects barricades being all these ones, right? And I allow to spawn the barricades, right? If I allow spawning of the barricades, you could place these barricades as attackable, maybe in a circle or something, and have an NPC or a chest in the middle. And you can have the players, you know, the players destroy the barricades to get to the chest, right? Or they have to destroy the barricade to free someone, you know, and someone goes out. So I think we need to make more of these objects spawnable, which is kind of easy. It's kind of easy. We have so many different ones, and they are also kind of good quality, so they are good quality barricades. Yeah. So now in theory what I want the NPC to spawn these things, right? I want the tribes to spawn this stuff. And I want the players to destroy this stuff. I don't know if this should be trapped. I think it would be interesting if that when you are attacking, imagine that this barricade is trapped, right? And it cannot be, the trap cannot be removed. And when you attack, you take damage, right? So that would be kind of nice. So that you can, that is kind of interesting. I would think about it, but I think I like it. I like the idea. I like the idea of like a trap or something that you can attack, but if you attack, you take damage. Right? I think I like that idea. We have many new items that we need to make spawnable. Because actually these ones are pretty good. And, well, this one is very simple, for example, but... And even a bit weird, but these ones I think are pretty cool. Right, these ones are very nice, so we can use them as yeah. Okay, so what I wanted to do, and then I think I'm going, but what I wanted to do, I wanted to maybe improve a bit this window, and I think I want to show the items that are so if we move, I think actually this block should be moved up. This one should be moved down, and this one should be moved down, because because this is the less used, right? And this may be more used. I don't know. Can I have a border on this canvas or no? Or I have to, no, I need a border like this, and then I need a border, and then I make it as big as this. So it's even harder to move, huh? Yeah, probably. So it's even harder to move because now that thing is inside canvas interactable. Canvas interactable. So if I put it here, well, it's not very good. But anyway, the point is that if I now move this canvas, right? Can I move everything in this canvas? Yes, I can. If I select it like this, I think it should move, no? Yeah, it moves. So I think that this, I would like to put it at the bottom. And this, I would like to move it up. Now, I don't know if I want to move it. Yeah, probably. I don't know. I think at the end is not that much of a difference, but I think that this stuff is the stuff that we use the less, and it's stuff that is no, what I wanted to do actually was this, right? So this is the stuff that we use the less and is also temporary. This is temporary, this is temporary, and this is temporary at the moment. Maybe in the future will be saved to database, but at the moment it's temporary. Temporary meaning that if the server restarts, you lose it. Okay, so you lose these attributes. You can set them again, but you're gonna lose them, right? And yeah. Why now it doesn't fit anymore? Because this is too big. There is something that is bigger as the canvas. I mean, it doesn't make a lot of difference, but it's just to say that I don't know. This window is for us, so it's not for the players, so we can also have it a bit less nice. It's a window for us, right? So it's probably less relevant. That is nice, but I don't know. Should be in theory the same. Okay. Yeah, so I think what I wanted to highlight, right, is that this box is modifiers. And maybe, yes, I want to duplicate this and put a box around that as well. This one is what? Yeah, it's there. Yeah, exactly. Right. I can put a box around this as well. Easy. Easy. So these are all the modifiers, right? And if I move the canvas that way, okay, I see. Yeah, because everything is starting from the 1100 there. No, but the border in theory should go inside, no? The border should go inside, so I can move it. I can move it together. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Exactly, boys. So maybe I can color the temporary stuff in another color. Like this is saved to database. This is saved to database. I mean, everything is saved to database except few things here. Maybe I can change the color of the. Maybe I can change the color for now. Yeah, that could be a good idea. I can make it blue or can make it blue. So everything that is blue, because I need to explain it to people. People meaning Uajet, but and potentially Tua or whoever. So I can say that everything that is blue is at the moment is not saved to the database. So you're gonna lose it when I think also the attackable, no? No. The attackable is saved. Yeah, these are the one in blue are the only things that are not saved to database. And so if you and in particular the one in this box, if you move from 2D to 3D, so from your inventory to the 3D world and back, you will lose them anyway, because these are on the 3D object, including scale, actually, including scale. So you're gonna lose this if you put it in your inventory. I mean, you can set it again, but you will lose it. Because these are read from item actor. Right? But for example, this one is not saved to database. I think we really should. We really should save it. And at the moment I'm not saving it, but I think I'm thinking strongly to save it. Maybe red I think would be annoying to see. Okay, anyway guys, I think that's all for today. I think it was good, so we managed to do a lot of stuff, at least test a lot of stuff and do a bunch of fixes. I think at the moment this new functionality is pretty solid, so I think we can use it. We can use it in game. Basically we can trap objects. We can change the magical properties of the object, make them attackable, identifiable, lock them, assign a lock, you know, and things like that. Collision detection, no collision detection. Now this transient at the moment is not working, I think, but the no pickup, no whip, so all of this, the quality, the description and such, right? We can set all this stuff, and the scale, I think the scale is fun as well. So yep. Let me see what happens if I set the scale on an object that is in my inventory. In theory, you should ignore it. So when I open it again, yeah, exactly, is 1, yeah. You cannot change the scale of an object in your inventory because it doesn't exist in the 3D world. So, yep. Okay, guys, so I will say bye-bye. Bye-bye. I will say bye-bye and I will see you not tomorrow evening because tomorrow evening I'm doing some tabletop RPG and I will see you on Saturday afternoon around 4 p.m. 5 p.m. I think Saturday I'm also a bit late, so it's more 5 than 4, but anyway, I will be there at that time roughly on Saturday. Okay, and I don't know, maybe we will work on something else because I think that this functionality is pretty much done. It's pretty much done, so I think we may work on something else. Let's see. Meanwhile, if you want to click on follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube, that is always a good idea. Also, we have a Patreon site, which is patreon.com/planeshift if you want to support the game. And if you want to play the game right now, you can, because the server is up and you click on our website, you click on download now, and you can download it for Windows, for Linux, and for Mac. Right? Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.